This is our survivalist camp. It is actually 19 feet of living space instead of 20. They wanted it as short as they could get it, but get the necessary things in it that they needed. They did go with the wild cherry, which is something we do a lot of. And they went with the black aluminum trim. And then around their countertop, they've got the wood trim. And this has got, I call it our variegated wood floor look. So it's sheet vinyl. There's no seams in it. It covers the entire floor. Looks nice, is very easy to clean up, but also waterproofs your subfloor. So this is going to be used quite a bit as a hunting camp. So they went with the Nature's Head composting toilet so that they could eliminate the black waste tank. So this makes it a lot easier to use when it's cold or for long periods of time out in the middle of nowhere. It does have our standard 24 by 32 shower with the accordion door. So this is access to our shower head if you ever need to change that out. And then we've got an outside light, and our upper light switch there turns on all the lights on the ceiling. They did put a stereo in, but they did not put the TV. They've got a nice double sink there, bank of drawers, some storage underneath, and they did not want the outside shower just because they will use it so much during the late season. Just an area they didn't want to have to deal with. Their dinette table is a little narrower, so it can sleep two. They need to be a little bit shorter. It's not quite as long as we normally want, but that's because we needed to get some other things in here instead. This dinette bench does have the storage inside the benches. So the next thing they did is they wanted the queen main bed. So that's in there, but they wanted this U-shaped bunk for storage, for hunting gear, but mainly to be able to sleep a person down each side wall if they need to. So when you turn the sleeping arrangements to come that way, it's actually longer than what the queen bed is wide, so it would have stuck out into the dinette table and this bench a little bit, and they didn't want that. They wanted it to sit kind of flush with the queen bed. So what the guys came up with is some storage back in the back. So they've got a couple shelves that they can put a lot of things, and then they actually have some hidden storage down next to the mattress. The same thing with this headboard. They went with a lower headboard instead of the traditional taller headboard that we do, just because they didn't want to feel too cramped in there. So lots of storage, and it's also some support for that bed as well. But you can see there's a lot of room. It actually feels pretty roomy in there. You don't feel claustrophobic, but you've got the space that they needed. And they did want this ladder, so they can use that a little bit to step up into the bed, especially if it's some littler kids or something like that. Some more storage under the bed, and again in this bench. We do have the forced air furnace in here, along with the small wood burning stove. And it's got the wood box below. Our oven that we use quite a bit of, and our regular fridge, and our gas light, of course. And then again, a look at where they will keep their toaster oven. They do have the storage above for a microwave if they ever want it, or they can just use it for some of their supplies. And then they got a good sized closet out of this as well. They will have a bunch of hunting gear. And then you've got some more storage below, and our Dutch door with the silver aluminum to accent the fridge, and our heat shield behind our wood stove and our gas stove. A little bit of a look underneath the bed. It is quite roomy, quite a bit of storage everywhere. That will lift up for some more storage, and in both of the cabinets they open up, and of course behind the bed, the headboard, it opens up as well. They did do the air conditioner. Another feature that they asked us to do is they wanted their tongue, the deck of their tongue, to be able to go right into the camp. So not much of a step in, and they wanted this 3-step system. They have got some people that need a little bit easier access into the camp with maybe a walker and some things like that, and so that was done for them. And then their spare tire is under the tongue with a system to help higher and lower that spare tire. The rest of the outside of the camp is pretty standard. We've got our rain gutter to help protect any water from the windows and over the compartment doors. Water heater. We've got some venting over there for the plumbing and for the Nature's Head composting toilet. Regular outside compartments. And then they asked us if we would put both solar panels just on the back wall. Our wood stove and our wood box store there, and then 30 amp outlet for hooking to a generator or shore power, and then our fridge vents. Just one final look around before this camp gets ready to leave. These guys are going to come and stay here on our lot for a few days and then take it on a bit of a road trip. So we will see them in a day or two.